Our predictions for the 2023 Austrian Grand Prix. Right, let's get into our predictions now, shall we? And let's start with biggest good surprise. I have gone for Charles Leclerc.
Say it the same way every time.
Exactly. I've gone for Charles Leclerc just purely because I don't think he's actually going to win, but we're on the hype from Canada, where the drivers told Ferrari no when they tried to do a bad strategy, and they went, "Oh, we're staying out." And I feel like back on the podium could be seen as a good surprise these days for Ferrari. Yep, Charles Leclerc, here we go, big boy podium on its way.
Interesting, you've gone for Charles Leclerc, because my biggest surprise, I have gone for Carlos Sainz.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, maybe it is the Ferrari hype train. They've, got their butts in order now, and they're like, look.
They're what?
Their butts in order.
Their butts
That's a phrase,
in
right?
order. Their ducks in order. Their butts in order. What's that, Tommy? Ducks.
Is it ducks?
Yes.
I've never heard
What, you
that.
just think they line up with their asses out? Like, what's going on?
Carlos Sainz, biggest good surprise.
No, we're not editing that out of the video. Don't try and roll that off like the editor's going to get rid of that.
Okay.
That's staying in the video and the podcast. Tell us why Sainz.
Because I feel like he still has his moments, but he's really getting there, and I feel like this could be the one. So come on, Carlos.
Okay, brilliant. We've got our butts in order. As we go to biggest flop. Okay, I have gone for Esteban Ocon. He was very washed when he re-signed. It wasn't last year, it was the year before, wasn't it? He was very washed in Austria, I feel like.
Yeah, he had an absolute nightmare.
Stinker. So that kind of like, it just resonates in my brain a little bit. And he's been on a very good, consistent form. And I feel like there's going to be a stinker. And I think the last time I gave him biggest flop, he had the biggest stinker of his life and got equal most amount of penalties ever in Australia, wasn't it? So sorry, Ocon, but I feel like another one's coming.
Biggest flop, I have gone for Nico Hülkenberg. I just see maybe this is the race where, because this seems to happen a lot at Haas, one Haas will do really well, one Haas will do terrible. So maybe K-Mag does a bit better this time and Hulk has a mare.
Okay, we now go to pole position. Why don't you go first, Tommy? Hit me with the pole.
Pole position, I have gone for Max Verstappen.
You boring man.
I am. I need to get some points. I need to come
You
back.
say that every time.
Look.
The only points you score are Max Verstappen on pole and Max winning.
Exactly. I need to go.
Disgraceful.
Max Verstappen pole is my banker lap, basically. It's funny because you looked at the weather. It looks like it's going to rain again. It feels like every time we record this on like Tuesday or Wednesday, we look at the weather and it says it's raining the whole weekend, and everyone goes, "Oh, this will mix it up." And then Max Verstappen wins by 40 seconds because he's like really good in the wet still, and we all just forget. So I'm going for Max Verstappen.
I have gone for Fernando Alonso because I'm not boring.
I never would have guessed.
There is going to be a Fernando wet pole at some point. Okay, so Fernando's going to get pole because he's the GOAT in the wet. He is genuinely just being very, very good. So yes, Fernando's going to get pole because I'm not boring, and when it does come in, I'm going to cash double points for not being boring.
Yeah. I think that is a rule now. If you don't pick Max Verstappen as win or the poles or whatever, you get double points. I'm happy with that.
Perfect. All right, we now move to sprint pole position, which we probably should have done first, considering sprint pole happens before. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, Friday's
No.
real pole, and then Saturday sprint pole. So we're
It's
fine.
been a while. It's been a while since. Yeah.
My sprint pole position person is Fernando Alonso. Because look, now that double points are on the cards, let's have a Fernando Alonso absolute everywhere. Fernando, come on.
Interesting. I promise there will be some difference later on, but I have gone for the banker 1 point. I've gone for Max Verstappen for sprint shootout pole.
I could have sworn you used up all your tokens for Max Verstappen last time out.
No, I think that's the rule now. You get double points if you take a risk.
Okay, all right, fine. No more explanation needed than you go
Well,
for
the
Max
explanation
Verstappen again.
needed is that
You're a boring person.
One, I'm boring and want the points. 2, he's absolutely dominating. 3, even if it's wet, he's really good in the wet. And 4, if it's dry, that circuit really suits Red Bull even more than normal. So I do sometimes predict other things when I feel it might happen, but this one I just can't see it. And then hopefully that means I'm jinxing it.
We now move to sprint winner. Tommy, have you been boring?
No. Kind of. No. I have gone for Sergio Perez. I think I can see this being, maybe qualifies second, gets Max off the line, and Max goes, go on, Sergio, you can have this one. Maybe a bit of a return to form for Perez for a bit.
I was going to say, so you feel as though Checo's going to be unwashed this weekend? You
Even if
reckon he's going to be back?
Rain. Yeah.
Okay, interesting, because I think I'm not going to go with that. My sprint winner is Fernando Alonso because it's a short race, and if he does get pole, he will defend like a lion, and he'll get his elbows out and he'll win the sprint, and then we'll all be going, oh, if only if it was actually a real win.
I was literally thinking that.
He's won, but it's not a real win. Oh, do we count
annoy me
this?
so much.
Oh, 33, yada, yada, yada. Oh no, it didn't happen. Okay, let's go to our top 3. In third place, I have gone for Charles Leclerc. Because I have to, because I predict. Because I predicted, the thing is, I actually put Hamilton, and I was like, wait, hold on. I just said Charles Leclerc's going to be biggest good surprise. So I have to put him on the podium. So we'll go Charles Leclerc P3.
I'm going to go for P3, Carlos Sainz. For exactly the same reason as you. I said he'd be biggest good surprise. So I feel like a podium needs to happen.
Okay, good stuff. Second, I've gone for Fernando Alonso. Because there's no way he's going to beat Max Verstappen over the course of a full race. Spoiler alert.
P2, I've gone for Sergio Perez. I returned to the podium after a while. Season's a blur.
It's been at least 3 races because he's missed.
Yeah.
Hasn't he? He's
Miami?
missed Q3. It must have been maybe Miami. Okay, we now go to first place. Max Verstappen. No comment needed. He will win the race, but he will not win anything else in my predictions.
P1, I have gone for Max Verstappen.
At least I'll get 1 point this week because I haven't put him in anything else. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be a tough one to beat Max here, but as we always say, he's got to not win one time. It's going to happen at some point, isn't it?
60 years later.
Yeah. P1 with Matt and Tommy in 2060. We're like, Max Verstappen can't win this race, surely.
Finally, one crazy prediction. I have gone for Alex Albon Q3. After saying that Williams maybe aren't going to be as good around Austria, I was like, well, that usually means it's going to be the opposite. So Alex Albon Q3. I feel like he got Q3 last year. Let me just.
No, it was 12.
Sorry.
He was 12. Okay. My one crazy prediction is, I think this is genius. This is Matt Gallagher levels of loophole. I have gone for someone else leads a lap other than Max Verstappen. And look, it hasn't happened since the start of May, and we're now at the end of June, so this is a bold prediction.
What, even with pit stops?
Yeah, well, it hasn't happened for nearly 2 months now, so...
Has it not?
No, it hasn't. Since Max took the lead in Miami on lap 48 when he passed Perez or whatever it was.
Okay.
No one has led a single lap, even
Well done.
in the races where Max pits. And I saw that loophole and I'm absolutely going for it.
Yeah, well done. Well, I hope you're really happy with the money, Jane. I really do. Well done, Tommy. I hope that makes you happy. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you very soon for another piece of content. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.